Hello everybody and welcome to episode 78 of the Chesterfield of Dreams. For once there's actually not going to be a live comm, but I'm sure you'll forgive my editorial decision as I have the biggest first knockout round draw you're ever going to see in this series. My very first appearance in the last 16 of the Champions League, still in our first ever Champions League campaign, and I'm sure if you have another tab open you can save up another YouTube video for to play the Champions League theme song and get yourself in the mood. And without further ado, I'm going to click the view draw button and take note of the teams we could possibly face. So of course you've got the likes of Bayern Munich, the reigning champions Genoa, Juventus, Inter Milan, Monaco and PSG, and then AC Milan are there as well. We cannot play Manchester United, that's a guarantee. And the other teams that made it: Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, Chesterfield, Club Brugge, Man City, FC Porto, PSV Eindhoven and Real Madrid. So let's see what happens. Which of the foreign teams will we get? First out has PSV, they get Man United, so terrible draw from Eindhoven's point of view. Manchester City, we can't have them. They're going against AC Milan. That's going to be a huge challenge to overcome for them. Chesterfield are out of the hat next. The third English team in a row. And it's Bayern Munich. Oh, probably the worst draw we could have gotten. But that's just the way the ball has bounced. Chelsea also coming out of the hat. They're going to be up against Juventus. Atletico Madrid play Monaco. Real Madrid get Genoa. That's really bad news against Jose Mourinho. FC Porto against Paris Saint-Germain. That leaves Club Brugge, the underdog in this knockout round. They're going against Inter Milan. So let's study Bayern Munich's form and see how they're getting along. And it's actually really bad. They're a bit like us in the league, not at all committed to it. They've already been beaten 4 times. They've drawn 6 times, plus 5 goal difference. But what about the Champions League, where they must have been putting a lot of their effort? Champions League Group E. Let's see, that was just the one above us. Group E. Yeah, they look pretty comfortable there. Plus 11 goal difference against the likes of Maccabi Tel Aviv and Galatasaray. So bit weird from Bayern Munich. But they're still going to provide a massive challenge. They thrashed Tel Aviv 5-1, drew Atletico away, beat Galatasaray 3-0, Atletico 3-0. So playing at the Allianz Arena is going to be a huge challenge. I don't think we stand much of a chance there if they're going to be scoring for fun. But yeah, look at the likes of Dortmund. If you want to believe, you know, we can be like Dortmund and try and get a result there. So it looks like we get the away game first. That's going to be February 18th at the that's us, home game first. So it's the Proac Stadium for the first leg, and then second leg will be at the Allianz Arena at the 12th of February. So they're pretty. Oh, that's March. Jeepers, my mind has gone to mush. So we'll go to our schedule, and there you go. 18th of February for the first leg, and the 12th of March for the third leg. That's very late, and you can see how many. Sorry, I think that's glitched. Yeah, you can see there's not many games left in our season with Bayern Munich, so if we're ever going to get through this tie, there'll be certainly some things to look forward to, but I really don't want to get knocked out of the FA Cup or the Champions League. That would be a bummer. But let's just take a look at what happened since our advancement in the tournament against Valencia, and it was good news against Queen's Park Rangers here in the league. It was a home victory, and it was thanks to an own goal from Joe Gomez and Yara Messa on the score sheet. But just as I demanded the players to concentrate, Giovanni Simeone, who's getting on at this stage, he's out actually injured at the minute. He's on loan from Genoa. He managed to get a goal, but thankfully QPR failed to break the resistance anymore, and we took the victory. We were very bad against Schalke, it has to be said, so not good omen heading into a game with Bayern Munich. Loftus-Cheek got himself red carded just in the second half, and Yannick Ferreira Carrasco scored 1 goal in each half to give Schalke a deserved victory, and therefore that gave them the Europa League berth instead of Valencia. So Juventus capitalised on our failure at that time, so that's why we're in the unseeded category. I probably should have mentioned that earlier, so my apologies. Then we played Norwich. They're the worst team in the league at the minute. We worked really hard to get this result. They took the lead through Nilhak Pinho Nutuli, but Henrik Gulden from the left wing came inside and delivered a great finish from a cross to give my team talk a real boost, and then he got the winner in the 61st minute just as I was going to make some changes. So big win, and it was a bad tempered game with 18 fouls from Norwich and a red card from Sonef and Tom Bertram as well. But great news against Chelsea just when we needed it. Jairo Mesa, absolutely phenomenal yet again. A deserved win, looked to be out of our hands when Antonio Scaglia scored in the 39th minute, but El Capitan made sure we weren't going home empty-handed by scoring an absolutely stunning quadruple. He scored first in the 47th minute, that gave us a massive boost, and then the hat-trick came inside 2 minutes or 4 minutes sort of thing, the 72nd minute and the 76th minute, and then he got a fourth goal from outside the box to confirm the victory. But unfortunately Queen's Park Rangers, when we were taken to the QPR Stadium, got payback on us and knocking us out with the Capital One Cup. I would have loved to have won that tournament, but Fernando got a goal in the 70th minute. Is he the former Man City guy? Well, he probably is, in fairness. So he got the winner, and that knocked us out of the Capital One Cup, which leaves QPR, Arsenal, Man City, Man United left. So QPR, the underdog team. I would have loved to have played Arsenal, to be honest, in that last quarter semi-final. So we play Swansea tomorrow, then we got Brighton on St Stephen's Day, Watford 2 days later, Man City New Year's Day, and then Watford in the Cup. So another busy Christmas period, and the Premier League looks like this. We're up to 9th as a result of winning 3 on the bounce. Man City just 6 points away, which gives us great hope, and by defeating Chelsea, United have pulled away an almost certainly uncatchable lead, but at least the likes of Newcastle, Everton, Arsenal are within reach again. So maybe, just maybe, a top 6 finish is achievable, but it's a long way away to think about that sort of stuff. But at least we have the draw done for the Champions League, and due to the rather mixed fortunes, I've decided to flash the cash and splash it on 2 hopefully excellent regens for the present and the future. And the first I'd like to introduce you to is a bit of a gamble. His name is Alejandro Penilios. He looks terrific in most departments, and he'll really help our left and right side of midfield. But you know the way you shouldn't really buy players with bad injury history. Well, I have gone against that. A lot of his injuries have been quite devastating, such as a 3-month broken ankle. He's suffered a double hernia not too long ago, and he got a facial injury when I just completed our deal. But he'll be coming to the Proax Stadium in place of Ben Wagstaff, who I feel hasn't quite got what it takes this season. It'd be a real shame to let him go, but I just think Alejandro Penilios will give us more options, and we're short of players in the wing, so he'll hopefully do a good job. Then in defence, I'm going to recruit František Kubac of the Czech Republic, an 18-year-old defender and midfielder from PSG. He was being tipped to join all sorts of wonderful clubs, but I got my hand in the door first, and he was delighted to accept for a respectable contract, and he could definitely help out our defensive frailties. He'll be joining on New Year's Day, just in time for the Man City game, so hopefully he'll get to play, and he's got a little bit of work to do to become a world-class superstar, but 6'2", 80 kilos, so I've got plenty of hope for this young Czech, and judging by his form for the Paris Saint-Germain reserves, I have absolutely 100% confidence that this kid can go a very long way, and even if we don't succeed, he'll probably be worth millions. But just take notice that I've put about 7.5 million of this fee into monthly installments, so don't think I'm going absolutely lupo with my money. But that's pretty much everything needs to be said about this episode, and the next video will not be a Chesterfield of Dreams episode, as it's going to be my 500th video spectacular, and if you know me well, you'll know what kind of video I'm going to do. But if you don't know already, then it should be a very enjoyable one. It won't be too long, but it'll definitely be detailed. But it's going to be a wonderful moment to get 500 videos out onto my channel. A landmark I never would have thought I'd ever reach. But if you guys can continue to support me at that wonderful moment, I'll really, really appreciate it. But until next time, I'll see you again soon. Bye now.